again, filming for my protection. Seeing fucking City of Dunsmuir trucks pulling up behind me, sitting behind my car, parked in this parking lot. And then a sheriff drive by about 10 minutes later. Not having it. I'm gonna rip these people's fucking heads off. Legally. With legal means. Not literally. They're gonna wish they'd never fucked with me. They're just swarming, they're circling, waiting to break down the common man, taking the path of least resistance to their, making their little nut, their little quota. As I joked with my coworkers yesterday, doing their seat belt or expired tabs sting operations, these brave, valiant, noble defenders of our freedom, these crime fighters keeping the real criminals off our streets. Not, because they're in our halls of power. The ones in our highest halls of government are the ones who brought in the 3 tons of fentanyl and ice and trank and all the fucking drugs that are killing our people, our children. Fucking bastards. And they want to terrorize you for having a crooked license plate or a light out, a tail light out, a headlight out, expired tabs. Crooks in uniform, man. Crooks in fucking uniform. I'm gonna go see and feed Max and Sadie at the trailer. I'm not getting out of this car for cops ever again. That is a forcible waiver. People don't understand. They're forcing you to waive your Fourth Amendment right. Once they coax you, intimidate you at the point of a gun into step out of the car, please, and you comply with that, that is a waiver. They're forcing you unconscionably. You do not have informed consent to waive your rights. Same thing as the coercion into getting all your registrations and licenses and the COVID jab and all that shit. They intimidate you into getting it. They press gang you, is the term. Press gang. This term, I think, was invented around the time of the Nazi, when the Nazi SS gangs, even before World War II, were going around threatening people into submission. They're basically a bunch of thugs. It's organized crime with badges and emergency lights and guns and tasers and all the weaponry. Swatted up, SWAT teams. Largely the guns pointed at the innocent working man and woman. Usually not a woman. Usually it's the working man, common working man driving an older car, like me. I'm the target. I'm in their crosshairs. Fucking bust that guy down. He looks poor. He probably doesn't have insurance. Can't afford a good car. I don't know what their fucking troglodytic thinking is. Well, I do know what it is. Who can really say, though? Who can explain the actions of monsters? Yeah, put that one in the annals. Who can truly explain the actions of psychotic, sociopathic monsters? You can't sit there and explain away Adolf Hitler and all his henchmen and what they did and do, or did, what their types do today. That would make the men my grandfather's age, which is in their 90s and 100s, cringe to the max. Didn't we go overseas to fight against this kind of thing? To protect and defend freedom for the German people? No. It was all a slippery operation of genocide and geopolitics and IG Farben and companies. Just like Ned Beatty's character says in Network, there are no nations, there are no peoples, national borders. Could have fooled us by our political maps that we grew up on National Geographic. No, it's one college of corporations. That's your global community, is corporations. And yeah, that is borne out in the stuff that Jordan Maxwell and Anna von Reitz and a bunch of other people, a small handful of people, talk about. Anyhow, I'm recording for my fucking safety after seeing, I had to ask my team leader, what is the City of Dunsmuir truck doing? He comes in and he parks right behind me. The fuck you doing, pal? Just want to make us all paranoid? I'm sick of these fucking nabobs, whether they're sheriffs, municipal, city cops, whether they're city employees. I mean, the guy sitting out there in his truck idling for like 20, 30 minutes. Oh, he's probably reading the meter because City of Dunsmuir owns our building and they have a meter. It's the water supply, apparently, for the City of Dunsmuir comes through there as well. So Sam, CEO of CRW, I mean, what is he really bought into? He leases the building and he's got other partners. I'm thinking this guy's a multimillionaire. He owns the building. He doesn't own the building. The City of Dunsmuir owns the building. He's just a completely psychotically anal retentive. Roger's telling me today, yeah, make sure you dust on top of the machines, on the frame of the machines that doesn't. Yeah, okay, dust accumulation. We usually hit it at least once, twice a month. Sam really doesn't like it. Yeah, I've seen this guy in action, coming into the break room and he's snatching thumbtacks off of the windowsill like it's a $1,000 bill or something. Like, dude, chill with the anal retentiveness. It doesn't make anything better to be maniacally anal retentive. That doesn't help anything. It's not going to help you. It's like, did worrying about it make it any better? You can be calm and think things over and be educated. What the fuck am I? God damn it. Son of a bitch. Whatever. Fucking put my ear pods back in their little charger thing while I'm driving, while I have to film. I've got this cam too. This fucking kick-ass 4-way thing that I'm gonna fucking swivel over and go, say hi to the Cop Watchers USA channel, bitch. 100,000 subscribers. It's gonna go out to multi-channels, and no, you cannot force me to waive my rights and step out of the car so that you can obstruct my justice, tamper with me as a witness, do evidence obstruction, evidence tampering, try and get rid of the evidence. That's what they're doing. These cops, they freeze up when they're on video, but they'll still try their chicanery. So I'm going to aim it at him and go, I don't care if you shut off your potty cam. I've got multiple sources, buddy, capturing all your felonies, bud. These people really are slimy, wormy idiots, pieces of shit. They don't know the law, and they're running around at the barrel of a gun like gangs, like the Clockwork Orange cops, who were gangsters and became cops. That was a very, I mean, the whole movie, although it looked strange and fantastical, was extremely accurate. That accuracy, that sharp accuracy of Stanley Kubrick's creative brain, showing us, telling us exactly what they are. They're gangsters. They hire gangsters. They hire these ex-military baby killers. That's who they take on into the police force. That's who they recruit, are these thugs. Clockwork Orange thugs. a video where they're camping in their Sprinter van. Sup. I just feel like I'm living in a police state, completely under siege. I feel like a Palestinian living in Golan Heights. Fucking Golan Heights. Trying to cross from the West Bank over to the Gaza Strip. Why those people would continue to want to live there in that horrible ammunition dump rubble pit. Why don't you take a tip from the Jews and have your own diaspora? Go somewhere else. Go to another. You're Muslims. Islam has spread further than Catholicism and Christianity has. I mean, its stain is. They could move to Malaysia, Burma, India, to these principally Muslim countries. Go to Iran. Get the fuck out of there. Why would you stay there? Why in the fuck would you stay in the Gaza Strip, West Bank? But all of America has become the Gaza Strip, West Bank. Warsaw Ghetto, 1941. Warsaw Ghetto during World War II. I mean, check your papers, please. No, we check your papers. Those are the first things I'm going to ask for if I'm ever pulled over is, well, need your photo ID, oath of office. We have the right as the public whom he serves to ask and receive that information. Photo ID, oath of office, stated oath of office. They're supposed to have that on a card, and their surety bond number, otherwise known as a hazard bond number. They're supposed to have all that shit. Ready to go. And instead they act like gang members in the inner hood. I mean, they do not, and they specifically don't want people who are educated, smart, who know criminal law. They don't want those people on the front lines. That's what their bar attorneys are for. They want a whole section of their judicial arm, executive arm. Really, it's the I call it the plundering arm, the Praetorian Guard. They're both guarding the kleptocrats, the plutocrats, the ruling class, and plundering us for their profit. Both for their own profit, the profits for their for-profit corporations, County of San Francisco Inc., County of Portland Inc. They're all for profit. That's what probably it didn't shock me, yet it was a shock to the system in a way when I learned this shit 10, 15 years ago now. It's not just the prison complex that's for a for-profit scheme. It's every city, county, territorial. They even have for-profit water districts and parishes, and they're all for-profit. And that's the motivation behind Newsom and all these other gerrymanderers, carpetbaggers, changing up the voting districts so that you can, based on where the poor and the uneducated new voters are housed, getting more votes in those areas and taking them away, gouging into territories that were normally predominantly voting one way. It's all for profit. I mean, look how fractured. Just look at a map of area codes and zip codes, and you see where there's more population than they have. They fracture. They're like fractured fault zones where they get the area codes and more zip codes. That's more profit. The more that they have, they could easily just have equal squares or rectangles or whatever of equal size throughout the country. No, they have to And where there's the most population is the most racketeering. Why did the richest city in America that has the biggest tax base and the highest median income, New York City, by 1975 was bankrupt? How did that city, how was it able to go bankrupt? It wasn't just some organic thing. Oh, we just lost the tax money. No, that was a specifically carried out operation over the course of decades. Defraud New Yorkers. I would have been pissed. How much am I paying in taxes, and the garbage men are going on strike? The city is declaring bankruptcy. That's when it's Tammany Hall all over again. Anyway, I'm here at the trailer. I'm gonna stop videoing for now. Bye.